Good luck asking me about these books. I actually hung out, I think a billionaire gave me these books, I forget. It was a couple months ago, 6 months ago, when we started talking about, not the risk, everybody's talking about stagflation. Everybody's talking about inflation. Motherfuckers, we're going into a depression. A lot of you guys don't know how to make money. A lot of you guys are fucked. So let me tell you something. We got some work to do. We got some work to do today. Pen and paper out. Because it's your life. Like, we got 450 people here. I need 450 pieces of paper. I need 450 pens. And I need 450 brains plugged the fuck up. Because truth is, times are about to get tough. So are you ready? I know I am. I've been preparing. 2 years ago, I talked about music too loud. I'm vibing, boys. I'm vibing. Music too loud. Hang on. I got to get some tunes though. It's always a vibe. All right. Let's talk. Couple books that I need you guys to cover. Okay? If you care about your life. If you don't care about your life, it's fine. I'm not worried. Okay? I don't save my lives, guys. You either watch this shit or you don't. If you're not here to enjoy the value, then too bad, you miss out. I don't really care. Number 1, too big to fail. Too big to fail. Okay? It's gonna cover the last economic crisis that we had. Basically, the bailout system, how things took place. This was given to me by a billionaire about 6 months ago. How to Make Money in the Stock Market. It's the first book I ever read in the stock market. Do you guys know why I understand how to chart? Because I fucking study charts. Okay? So it gives you a breakdown of charts over the last, what is it? Since the 18th, or since the 19th or 20th century? I think it's since like, I think it's like pre-World War II charts. So we're charting the whole shit. This time it's different, okay? So 8 centuries of financial mistakes. 8 centuries of financial mistakes in one book. You don't need to watch no fucking YouTuber that's 22 years old telling you shit. This time it's different. That's what they said, right? That's what they said about crypto. That's what they said about the stock market. And you bought into that shit, right? You bought into it. You bought into it. They told you this time it's different. This time Bitcoin's going to 100 grand, 150 grand. That's what a used book looks like. Most of you guys don't know what a used book looks like. This time it's different, they said. I want somebody to post in the comments right now how much money was printed by the US government. How much money was printed by the US government? I need that right now. Put it in the comments section. And the second thing I need you guys to look up, and we're doing this together, right? As a community, we're putting this together. We're doing this together as a community. The second thing I want you guys to look up is how much money has been pulled from the stock market. How much money has been pulled from the stock market? What you're going to do is compare the amount of money printed and the amount of money that's been extracted. Almost $10 trillion have been extracted from the stock market. Do you think that was noobs? Do you think that was noobs? No. Noobs are holding the bag. It's usually how it works. Last book on your list. Liar's Poker. This is how we're going to understand how to... Look, you understand when a book is used, right? Do you understand this? Do you understand this? Everybody's out here recommending How to Win Friends and Influence People. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Those, whenever anybody tells me those two, I automatically know that they don't know shit. Because everybody's out here recommending the same garbage. So I've just put you on to 4 books that nobody will ever put you on because most people don't even read. I need you guys to cross these 4 books, whether it's audio book, whether it's Whether it's whatever, right? Whether you read it, write it, family group study, whatever, I don't care. You read these 4 books, okay? These are your 4 books. I'm gonna run through the list one more time before we get started with our session today. These are the books on your list, okay? These are the books on your list. Number 1, too big to fail. Everybody says Bitcoin's too big to fail. The US system's too big to fail. I've been talking about this crisis for 2 years, motherfuckers. 2. How to make money in stocks. Complete investing guide. I remember riding the bus. Poor when I purchased this book. Poor. This time it's different. 8 Centuries of Financial Folly. Masterpiece. These 2 books were given to me by 2 different billionaires, okay? From their libraries. If you don't read them, you're an idiot. And these are guys that manage like $100 million to $1 billion funds. It's crazy. And the final one is Liar's Pokers for you to understand kind of how Wall Street really plays. Okay? So this is your list, guys. This is your list, okay? This is your list. Michael Lewis, very popular author in the financial sector. Please look at this. Okay? All right, perfect. Now, let's move forward. We got a lot of things to cover, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of things to cover. First is we need to start talking about asset classes. The implosion of asset classes across the board. We're going to be covering them today. We're going to be covering what asset classes are a little bit dangerous to be in right now and where you should be moving your money. First, if you have money on crypto exchanges that are not regulated by either Europe or the United States, you take your money out. You put it on one of these. You're going to put it on one of these. This one is boxed up because Papa Belmar is going to make a post on Instagram today with some serious alpha, and the best comment is going to be shipped a $150 Ledger Nano X. So be on the lookout for my post coming after this live. You need this. We're going to start moving our money in and out of the markets. Now, I spoke to one of my good friends yesterday. We need to be careful with any exchanges that have any ties to China, any exchanges that have any ties to Caribbean islands, places where you're absolutely screwed, okay? So I need you guys to understand this. I need you guys to pick up one of these if you don't win today's little giveaway, so make sure you tune in for that. This is essential. I lost multiple 6 figures on Celsius. Celsius was an exchange, not an exchange, it was more like a loaning platform that pretended to be a bank. 1.5 million people affected on that, so be extremely careful. Write this down. Not your keys, not your crypto. Not your keys, not your crypto. Everybody around you is going to bamboozle you and talk sweet to you and all this bullshit. Don't buy any of it. They're all full of shit. They're all full of shit. Most crypto scammers, most people that come into crypto on the financial sector are just in it for monetary gain at a massive level, and they'll liquidate you. It's so funny to me that Sam Bankman-Fried from FTX says that he's pledged with Bill Gates he's a fucking clown, by the way, to pledge all of his wealth to nonprofit organization, nonprofit work. But how does he make his money? Well, by basically liquidating noobs like you because you don't know any better. So we're going to change that from the little vegan boy, soy boy. So a few things we need to cover. We're going to start with the auto industry. You weren't expecting that, were you? You weren't expecting the auto industry, were you? Okay, let's cover the auto industry real quick. Let me pull up some information because I actually prepare for these sessions to make sure that you guys receive value. By the end of the session, you'll be highly equipped to understand where to move your money, where to move next, and how to start positioning yourself for the next couple years. All right, first, let's cover the car market. We've had a shortage of chips because of Shanghai manufacturing and delays. So we need to be extremely aware that as these things start to produce and ramp up again, the value of cars is going to reduce. Shout out to Graham Stephan. He put something out extremely valuable, so I'm going to shout him out and I'm going to read it, okay? I'm going to read it for you guys here so that you guys are extremely aware of what's happening. The used car market is on the brink of an auto loan collapse that will shake the entire industry, okay? What has happened is that over the last 10 years, the United States has allowed massive fraud to take place in every industry. Every industry. One of them, the auto loan industry. What does this mean? Well, very straightforward. What this means is that, let's say you live in Section 8, you know, public housing where you're super broke. You go into a dealership and you pick up a Mustang with a 500 credit score and $3,000 in your bank account, and you have an 8% interest rate on that loan. A lot of people are defaulting on their loans. We're going to see a massive reduction in the value of cars. If you have a vehicle that's appreciated, consider selling it. You can buy it back cheaper in 4 months. Whatever you want to do with it, do as you please. Make you tens of thousands of dollars just by listening to that. So, whatever. So, I have my cars, my Mercedes, my AMGs, whatever. I'm thinking about selling. If you bought any real estate over the last 12 months, you're fucked. Real estate prices are going to go down 25 to 40% in the next 2 years. In the next 2 years, 20 to 40%. 20 to 40%. Okay? 20 to 40%. If you can't run around in an Uber for 2 months, you're clowning. So we have Mubashi here that says, how long do recessions usually last? We just entered a recessive state about 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Okay? 2 days ago. But we're not in a recession. That's what nobody's speaking about. We are in a upcoming depression. Depression. What does that mean? When inflation is through the fucking roof, money is being absolutely crushed with zero value. Zero value. People can't get jobs, and the economy is not producing. Why? Because the interest has been reduced. So what we need is one thing right now for the Fed to do in order for this to kind of switch up. It's called QE, quantitative easing. I need you guys to study this. Quantitative easing. So what we can expect from this market, this is from Equifax, right? Equifax, the credit repair company, the credit score company, says that 8.5% of all subprime borrowers, okay, in the last 4 months have defaulted on their car loans. Almost 10% of the entire United States that has a car loan has defaulted in the last 4 months. You guys aren't feeling it yet. I'm telling you, you guys aren't feeling the pain yet. You're going to feel it. If you don't wake fucking up, you're going to lose, okay? You're going to lose. That's how it is. And I get some messages from people saying, why are you pessimistic? Dude, I'm not pessimistic. Do you not see the condition of the fucking world, bro? Do you not see the condition of the world? This idea of buying a shit coin and making $1 million, it's gone. It's it's out. Out the door. Out the door, brother. Out the door, sister. If you don't become a valuable asset to society, you're screwed. And the problem is a lot of you guys aren't valuable assets to society because you haven't developed the right source of information, right? Or the right mindset, the right knowledge. 2 years ago, I spoke about a potential, 2 years ago, I spoke about a potential civil war breaking out in the United States. People can quote me on this. And we talked about this. Who here knows Ray Dalio? Put a little fire emoji if you know who Ray Dalio is. Ray Dalio from the book Principles. From the book Principles. Let me know if you guys know who Ray Dalio is. Little fire emoji if you know who Ray Dalio is. Ray Dalio put a little video 23 hours ago of something that I've been talking about for 2 years. I'm going to play that for you real quick so that you're aware that when billionaires talk, they're not telling you stuff when they're preparing. They're telling you after you've prepared. After they've prepared, excuse me. So let me play this video for you. It's about 50 seconds. And I want you to understand, because this is a guy that has billions of dollars of assets under management. So it's not conspiracy theory. If you think it's conspiracy theory, you're calcified out of your mind. You're probably stupid. Because a billionaire is telling us the opposite. And I've been talking about this for 2 years. So let's play it. You can go to Ray Dalio's, sorry, my phone cracked. But anyways, Ray Dalio, you can go to his...
I think that in the 2024 elections, there is a reasonable chance that neither party will accept losing the elections. And that is something that means that democracy, or a type of civil war of sorts, could develop in a way, this is realistic, I'm not being exaggerated by that. And when one looks at those types of things, there is a worry that one should have about the divisiveness and what it means for each other. And the same is true internationally.
So to answer a question that I heard, is this just pertinent to the US or is it international? Dude, this is international. If the US crumbles, the world crumbles. The world crumbles. So how do we prepare? First of all, if you guys are still buying shit, like bullshit, guys, you're not gonna make it. Quit it. Okay? Quit it. Please quit it. Please quit it. Right now we're in 3 modes. Wealth creation mode, wealth multiplication mode, and wealth preservation mode. 2020 to 2021 was multiplication mode. 2022 was wealth preservation mode. We're still in wealth preservation mode, and we're soon going into wealth creation mode. We're soon going into creation mode. I've been talking about this for 2 years, ladies and gentlemen. 2 years. So my hope is that by the time we finish the session, you have a reality check with yourself. Look at me. There's not 593 people, okay? It's you and me. Are you prepared? Like seriously, like just evaluate yourself. Are you waking up on time? Are you waking up with urgency? Do you understand that the world is about to implode? Do you understand that the financial system is designed to destroy you from the inside out? Do you understand that the dollar holds no value and that the global reserve currency of the world is about to shift? I don't think you understand what's happening. But if you pick up these 4 books, okay, you're going to start opening up your brain as to what's actually happening. And let me make something really clear. If you don't notice that something's absolutely fucked, then you haven't been paying attention. You have not been paying attention. People are not working. People are not producing. Everybody's in the stock market. Everybody's trading shitcoins. Everybody's buying NFTs. Everybody's selling NFTs. Dude, the economy is not producing. The economy is not producing. So what does the United States have to do? It has to create more peasants. More peasants. And if you don't understand how to get out of the system, you are going to be a peasant. And I welcome any peasants that want to bring any heat my way. Please, peasants, bring it my way. We're going to discuss it. But here's the truth. It doesn't matter what you think, and it doesn't matter what I think. What matters is what history has taught us and the likelihood of history repeating itself. You know why? Because humans are creatures of habit. Okay? Humans are creatures of habit. If they do it once, they'll do it again. Who do you think invented the system, brother? Tell me. Who do you think invented the system that you believe in? You don't even fucking know. Do you think it was some fairy? Do you think it was God that put the system in play for your benefit? No, it was a bunch of fucking crooks. that put the system in play to screw you, destroy you, and take everything that you have. They told you, you get a 401k at the age of 60, and guess what happens? You retire. You know what happens to the people that hit age 60 right now? You know what happens to all the grandparents I speak to? They realize that they've been lied to, screwed over by the system. People are not working, people are not producing, people are complaining, we're on the brink of a civil war. We have a president that's an absolute baboon, puppet of the system. It's obvious, we know it. But so is every single one of them, right? It's the name of the game. So where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Man, I've been asking a lot of, I read everybody's DMs. So if you guys DM me, I read them. I just don't have the availability or the time to respond. But a lot of people ask me, dude, how do you make money? And how do you become so intelligent or whatever? And I'm like, how many books have you read this year? And they give me like 3 books that they've read in the last year. 3 books? And somehow you're supposed to compete with the quantitative hedge funds that are out here liquidating your ass while you trade from your phone in your underwear in your bed. Get a grip, dude. Get a grip. So there's nobody checking people in real life, in real time, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to check you. I love doing it. I love doing it. So, Carmen asks, what currency is safe to hold our assets in? I would be dividing currency into 4 different categories, especially if you have access to overseas bank accounts, which you will have access to through Capital Club. We will be offering Singaporean bank account access and potentially the ability to vault your gold and your silver in Switzerland. Capital Club is potentially going to be offering that. You're going to need a couple things here, ladies and gentlemen. 1, cash on hand. I need you guys to have some cash on hand, okay? Go to Walmart, go to whatever your store is, buy a $50 fireproof safe, pull out 20 grand from the bank account, whatever it is that you have. Not a lot. I need money in the safe. 2, I need gold, I need silver. Not a lot, just a little bit in case stuff gets crazy. 3, okay? I need Swiss francs. Swiss francs. Swiss francs. Swiss francs. Lowest inflation rate, 0 money printing, and they basically run the secret global banking of the world. They're the most neutral place. They most likely will never get into a war. Singaporean dollar, super strong. Very socialist, very communist country. A utopian dystopia, but high likelihood that your money is probably safe there, okay? And finally, US dollars, okay? The US isn't gonna let go of its control that way. But I wanna talk about a few things about where the US was, where it is now, where it's headed, because you need to understand that it impacts you. It doesn't matter where you are, it impacts you. It impacts you. The United States was established to be the world reserve currency for a few reasons. 1, because it had the monopoly on what? Military power. Military power. So they could impose. 2, they controlled most of the entertainment industry at a global perspective. Somebody said euro? Fuck the euro. Fuck the euro. There's people leaving the EU. I would never trust the EU. In the US being so corrupt, I trust the US before I trust the EU because of the World Economic Forum, because of the president of the EU, which is the president of France, who's an absolute piece of shit, and it's obvious. I can't imagine how many times that guy bends over backwards every single week. So we need to get used to this understanding that we need to talk about things how they are, guys. We need to talk about things how they are. How are they going? Right now, we're screwed. People still asking me, should you dollar cost average into Bitcoin and Ethereum? No. No. Guys, it's wealth preservation mode. Bitcoin's down 80% or 70% from its all-time high. It's not the time to put your money in there. It's not your time to put your money in there. Okay? All right. 15-second break, take a breather. Come on. 15-second break, take a breather. Nice pen. It's from my. It's from the Vanderbilt Club, a club that now is started by the Vanderbilt family. If you guys are not familiar with the Vanderbilt family, the Vanderbilt family was one of the richest families about 100 years ago, but they blew through their entire wealth with lavish $6 million parties. Now they're broke. So the Vanderbilt Club is dying, the Capital Club is rising, and will soon become the #1 global syndicate for entrepreneurs worldwide. And I hope you understand that. We are on day 10 of semen retention. We are on day 10 of no alcohol, no cannabis. We are on focus mode. A good thing at a wrong time can become a bad thing. So right now we are on focus mode because people are out to fucking kill us. They're out here to take our lunch, they're out here to take our money, our livelihoods, and make us slaves. And if you don't believe it, that's okay. I'm done convincing people. I've already made millions. But something that I understand is that millionaires know how to make money and billionaires know how to make people money. I'm in the business of making millionaires. No nicotine, no caffeine. Just got done a 4-day water fast. Ladies and gentlemen, we're focused. We're dedicated. We can't be stopped. But what we need to understand is that we're in a situation right now that is not good. And I need you guys to just have a check, like a reality check, just 30 seconds. I was at the beach yesterday. I was hanging out with I think I met with, who was it? I think Jake Paul's boxing coach, right? One of his boxing coaches. Last night at the neighborhood. And he said, Jake is the hardest working boxer in the world. And what I realized is that if you want to make it nowadays, you got to work hard. A lot of you guys don't know how to work hard. A lot of you guys don't know how to make money. A lot of you guys don't know how to work. And a lot of you guys aren't serious. So my question is, why not? Because I'm telling you guys all this shit for free. Like, you guys aren't paying me a dime. If I show you guys the P&L, the profit and loss from my Capital Club New York event, you guys want to know how much it was? You guys want to know how much I netted from that event? So you understand how much money truly motivates me? I won't tell you. But not a lot. Not worth my time. But you know what is worth my time? Elevating you to a completely new level. So that's why I'm here on a Saturday at 11:30 when I'm getting literally hit up to go to resorts around the world. Okay? I made zero, guys. I made zero. Okay? So I'm here. I'm vibing with y'all. I made $0 fucking dollars. Spent 4 days absolutely destroying and crushing. But here's the truth. If you don't take responsibility for your life, nobody else will. And sometimes you just need somebody to check you. You don't need to learn technical analysis. You don't need to, that's all going to happen. First, I need to fucking educate your ass. Because a lot of you guys are still indoctrinated by the system. You still think the government's in it for you, when clearly it's not, because the government is nothing except a ton of people, most likely crooks, just like the banks, okay? Can somebody tell me how many fines, how much money in fines has Chase Bank paid for manipulating the gold and silver markets? Can I get somebody to tell me that? Can I get somebody to tell me that in the comment section? How much money has in fines has Chase Bank alone paid for manipulating the gold and the silver market? Second, Pfizer, your favorite right? The juice. How much has Pfizer, okay, paid in fines for medical malpractice? 3, J&J. How much have they paid in fines Look up baby powder. It's causing cancer to millions of babies around the world. Can somebody tell me your favorite industry? So we have Chase Bank with $1.3 billion in fines, okay? $1.3 billion in fines. We have Pfizer with $4+ billion in fines for medical malpractice, and you still trust them. And you still trust them. Health. Guys, I went from being the crazy conspiracy guy to being the guy that was right. The problem was I was never the conspiracy guy. You just didn't have the right information. But now the world is showing you. I fucking love you guys. I love this chat. It's fire. But you know what they said? You know what they say, right? No, this time is different. This time is different. Pull your money out of all exchanges. You can probably keep it in FTX. It's probably your safest bet. FTX is probably fine. Coinbase Pro is closing because that kind of sucks. I would consider Bybit. Bybit is not a bad option. I know they're kind of moving to Dubai. Binance is probably a safer option, but I'd be pulling out from KuCoin. I'd be pulling out from third-party exchanges that are low liquidity and have a high likelihood of becoming insolvent. The dominoes from Luna, the domino effect from Luna, the domino effect from UST, from BlockFi, Celsius, Voyager, all these companies that got liquidated because you trusted them, because they told you. Screwed. Somebody said Binance is the next Mt. Gox. It's not really possible. They went from being scammy to kind of really being legit, and they have too much money. I talked to CZ. Okay, I talked to CZ. A lot of it is a lot of back and forth warfare. If you guys understand how much money Binance even makes on a listing of a token, you'll realize these guys have a lot of money. A lot of money. So extract your money out of KuCoin. Capital Club, for any US members, will be offering some really, really cool stuff for you to operate exchanges overseas in a compliant way. So you'll be taken care of for that as well. So this is the next thing that needs to be picked up. Not your keys, not your crypto. You know, not your keys, not your crypto. I need you guys to get this checked out. Okay? I need you guys to get this checked out. All right. So let's cover a few things that I have in mind. I have another thing that I need to share with you guys that is extremely important for me to share today. So, by the way, Ray Dalio, right here, if you don't follow Ray Dalio, another hype book that I recommended, let me pull it from my list of audiobooks to show you guys. And I need you guys to pick this book up as well today. Obviously, as you can tell, no lies. Just picked up, as you guys can tell, halfway through the book. I just opened it. One of the greatest books in trading. I'm going to give it to you guys for free. Given to me by one of the best traders that I know in the world. Trading the Zone by Mark Douglas. This is your first trading book, okay? You do not read anything else till you read Trading the Zone in the Zone. You do not read anything else. This is going to teach you the psychology and the mindset that you need in order to not lose, okay? Trading in the Zone. I lost my page count, hang on. Because I was reading this over the last week. I need you to pick up Trading in the Zone, but you can get the audio version as well. So pick that one up today. Okay. So we need to understand the next one. Hang on. Let me pull it because I need to basically go back to the beginning to get the titles because I've already gone through these books. Big Debt Crisis by Ray Dalio. I know nobody in here's read it. No one's read it. So I'm giving you guys all the sauce. Pick that up, please. Next, the fourth turning. The fourth turning. It's basically an indicator on where we are in the clock of the American Empire, okay? And I need you guys to be aware of this because a lot of people are biased. A lot of people are biased. But if you can remove the bias and not like hold a grudge, not get upset, not act like you're right, but look at stuff pragmatically, you have a chance to do well. The fourth turning. Please pick that up. Big Debt Crisis by Ray Dalio. And then finally, another Ray Dalio book that I need you to pick up. It's a really dense book. But as you can tell, I reread this all the time. As you can tell right there, I am on chapter 16 of The Changing World Order, Why Nations Succeed and Fail by Ray Dalio. Okay? That's your list of books, guys. Besides you guys taking self-education seriously, you guys need to start listening to the right information. So, most of you guys aren't going to read these books. I understand. Okay? At least, please, for your own sake, for the sake of your own soul, for the sake of your children, for the sake of your future spouse, for the sake of your own fucking sake, at least listen to it. You know what I mean? At least listen to it. So, if you read 100 books a year, you'll be 100 times more intelligent than most people, because most people don't even read a single book. And I've just given you 6 books, right, that are foundational to your success. Foundational. You have 12 to 18 years. Sick, fucking sick. Just listen to it. I gotta pin that comment. That comment was too good. Quote me on that one. We need to understand a few principles, guys. I need to pull a principle up that I think is extremely important, especially from Ray Dalio in The Fourth Turning. I think we're in the next 10 years. I think in the next 10 years, guys, we're gonna see 2 massive things. Over-leveraged people, liquidated. Over-leveraged people, liquidated. Gone. Evaporated. Guys, the amount of people in my DMs that I know that were absolutely doing well during the bull run that now are poor would surprise you. 2, the amount of people that didn't leverage like nuts and that played intelligently and were out here buying, you know, metaverse land for 50 grand thinking that was a good investment. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being that stupid? Ay. Sometimes, guys, come on. I'm trying to teach you guys how to think like me, you know, like it's not about you guys just, oh, Luke. It's not about that. I'm trying to help you guys learn how to think. A lot of you guys ask me the books. In my Medium article, medium.com/Luke Belmar, okay? I literally tell you the 11 books that I attribute my wealth to and my success. Have you read them? No, because you don't give a fuck. You don't care about yourself. You told yourself at the beginning of the year you were going to crush. You told yourself at the beginning of the year you're going to get fit. You told yourself at the beginning of the year you're going to get rich. You told yourself at the beginning of the year you were going to cut the bullshit relationships. You told yourself at the beginning of the year you're going to start making money. What are you doing now? Waking up at noon, go partying with hoes, wasting time? Bro, you gotta take it seriously. You gotta take it seriously, bro. Somebody says, do you have a roadmap for somebody who's not rich? Dude, read the books. You'll become rich of the mind. Rich of the mind will yield rich of the pocket. But many of you want to be rich of the pocket without being rich of the mind. You're broke in the mind. That's why it reflects in your pocket. You become, and you'll get it. You become, and then you get it. You know why money's easy for me to make? Because I know how to make it. Because I learned how to make it. Because it's a skill. Next, we need to understand that everything around you, most of the things around you are designed to drain you of your energy, drain you of your wealth, drain you of your relationships, and absolutely kill you. Porn, most of the music that you guys consume, the news, most of the influencers that you listen to. I want you guys to go through all the influencer list of NFT, people who are posting NFT videos, the entire list, and just lean back for a second and look at the video and ask yourself, should I be listening to this moron that's been in crypto for 30 days that's just posting these videos because he wants some likes and some ad revenue? Should I be listening to that moron that's 19, that doesn't even know how to file a tax form? So, okay, somebody said, can you go back to the green book? I'm assuming it's this one, How to Make Money in Stocks. Once you can start analyzing chart patterns, you can get a good indication for them. Bitcoin right now is forming a double bottom at 19,000. They tried to close the monthly support candle above, last bull run's all-time high, which they successfully were able to do. Everybody's shorting the market now. Be very careful. All the noobs are shorting the market. Be very careful. You're really going to short something when it's down 80%? Be very careful. Crypto has a way of humbling people. Safest assets in crypto right now are going to be USDC. Absolutely. That coin basically belongs to the government. So just know that it can be frozen and tracked at any time. Otherwise, you can use DAI, D-A-I. That's a decent alternative. But honestly, at this point, guys, you got to be playing your cards really carefully, because there's a lot of money that has yet to implode. Okay. So I'm going to do a recap because we've added a couple hundred people in here. I know we have a lot of new people here. For you guys, for the ones that don't know me, I'll give you guys a quick little brief background. I've been an entrepreneur for a really long time now. I've been in crypto for half a decade. Been in crypto full time for 2.5 years now. A little bit more, almost going on 3. 40x my net worth in the last 2 years. Held my net worth. Told everybody to just completely get out of crypto in January. Told everybody to short Luna at $102. People didn't do it. Been in the e-commerce space, made tens of millions of dollars in e-commerce, put all the money into crypto, and that's kind of how it went. So currently we live on a tax haven, and we are now in the business of creating the largest decentralized entrepreneurial syndicate in the world, known as Capital Club. In August, the last week of August, we are going to be hosting Capital Club Europe for my underserviced European entrepreneurs and global entrepreneurs. We're going to be meeting in a country, an exotic country that most of you have never been to. We've been in contact with government officials. We've been in contact with security convoys. We've been in contact with basically everybody connected around the president. And we're going to take over. So you're either going to sign up, you're going to think I'm either bullshit, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. We're coming for conquest, baby. Coming for conquest. Because I've seen so much shit, so much noise. And you know what? You know what I've realized? It's time to wake up. So we're waking up. I've helped people generate tens of millions of dollars for free in the last 2 years, for free. Just because I'm like that. Okay? Because I'm like that. Because I don't need your money. Because I'm rich. But I'm in the business right now. I'm in the business changing the game. And I can't do it alone. Well, I can do it alone, but I'm not going to do it alone. So, over the last 6 months, we've been recruiting. We've been building the largest syndicate with some of the most valuable people in the world, and it's not about money, it's not about what you have, it's about the people in your network. When you understand that, you could be really, really stupid. Like, let me ask you this. Do you think a billionaire's son, okay, let's say his dad completely dies. He just has his network, right? Just has his dad's network. And the education and the mindset taught to him by his dad. Do you think has a higher likelihood of succeeding than, you know, say somebody that was born into an average home with no resources, like no resources, no money, nothing? The answer is yes, 100%. Why? One is what they believe. Two is the source of information. Three is the people that they're around. Most of you guys, because this is what we're taught to be independent, strong, lone wolves when wolves go in packs. Like this idea of a lone wolf. A lone wolf is either alone because they're stranded, abandoned by the pack, or basically the pack like got rid of them. There's no such thing as a lone wolf. Oh man. Even in the sayings that we use, they've tried to fuck us. Shows you how deep this thing really goes. Damn. So where do we go from here? I need you guys to pick up these books and get serious, man. Like please, for your own sake, even if it's hard, just play it with a speaker in the background. Let it reprogram your mind. Let it reprogram your mind from the inside out. Please let it reprogram your mind. Okay? So for those people that just came in, I'm going to go over, should I go over the list of books one more time for everybody, guys? Everybody wants to be a lone wolf, but lone wolves are literally like, they're prone to get killed. If you're a lone wolf, you'll get killed. What do you think? Somebody said, are you still shorting one? Absolutely. Absolutely. One's made people tens of thousands of dollars. It's absolutely amazing. So let's get serious. Okay, list of books again, guys. These are the books that I need you guys to pick up, please. Please, please, please. Let me actually, do you guys see it in reverse or are you guys seeing the font the right way? If you guys are seeing the font the right way, I won't reverse the camera. Otherwise, I'll reverse the camera. Let me know. Is Capital Club affordable? I don't know, man. Depends. Oh, it's on reverse? Okay. It's fine. Let me pull this real quick. So book one. Liar's Poker. Okay? Liar's Poker, book one. Boom. Book two, How to Make Money in Stocks. Okay? What I did with this a lot was I started reading charts and reading patterns. Why things were happening in the, what things were happening in the economy, and what price, performance happened because of it. This is really good because what it's going to help you do is it's going to make you realize, and it's going to help you determine why charts do what they do. I started reading it again, so I'm back here. And as you guys can tell, you can really tell through patterns how things are going to play out. Next, This Time is Different, 8 Centuries of Financial Folly. You need to read this. This book was given to me by a billionaire hedge fund manager about 6 months ago. It's probably one of the more important books that you'll ever read when it comes to history of finance and bad money management. Too Big to Fail. The inside story of how Wall Street and Washington fought to save the financial system and themselves. But guess what? You can't save something that was inherently broken, and that's the thing, is the system is inherently broken and the system is changing. And unless you're prepared, you're not going to make it. So, you can pick up any of these books online, but I highly recommend physical copies. I'm gonna play you guys a song. Great song. Yeah. Are you still shorting GMT Stepin? Yes. GMT is going to zero. I've told everybody GMT is going to zero. You short it, it's free money, blah, 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 blah. I had some bitch at Gary V's conference or somebody talk about, Stepin being a good investment. So I had to stand in front of thousands of people and yell that, Stepin was a scam. And I looked like a weirdo, but I got rich from it, so whatever. Do as you please. Capital Club Syndicate has been recruiting massive talent. Currently speaking to a trader that we're looking to onboard, 2 or 3 traders that we're looking to onboard that have really good understanding of the markets. So I look forward to getting you guys plugged and ready to operate. All right, let's take a breather real quick. Reset that mind. Reset that mind. And we're going to go into practicality. Where do we go from, what do we do right now? 1, books. 2, community network. 3, move your money out of any sort of decentralized or centralized exchange where you can't control your money. Okay? Out. If you're a US citizen, I highly recommend going to Mexico, getting your Mexican driver's license, having a second form of ID that is not tied to the United States. If you have the ability to get a second citizenship worldwide, do that. Unless you're operating on multiple levels. If you have a single point of failure, whether it's in your business, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's in your ability to escape tyranny like China and Canada, they're both the same. You need multiple passports, you need multiple documentation, you need multiple currencies. I don't care if you have 20 grand in the bank, I don't care if you have $1 million. You need to start thinking this way, okay? You need to start thinking this way, and you need to plan accordingly. Somebody said Portuguese citizenship. That's one of the best citizenships you can get right now. One of the best citizenships you can get right now is your Portuguese. If you can get Portuguese, you're gonna clutch up absolutely well. Let me read some of these comments in the comment section. Fire emoji if this session has been valuable so far to you guys. I know all the moon boys are gone. Everybody's gone. Alex Becker was telling everybody to buy metaverse coins a month ago in February because he said that what a moron. Such a noob. All right. It paused. There we go. All right, we're back. All right, yeah. If somebody can send me Alex Becker's address, I'll send him a 101 memo on why not to invest in metaverse coins in February when the Fed has stopped printing dollars, obviously. So we're back, baby. They try to ban us. They try to take us down. But they can't. I have some guardian angels at Instagram that help me recover anything that I need. They can't take us down anymore, guys. We're unstoppable. We're unbeatable. We're global right now. You'll be extremely surprised. They try to take us down. They try to take us down all the time, guys. It's not going to happen. Yeah, and somebody said, who was it? All right, there we go, we're back. They can't stop us. Somebody said, Luke, what did you study in college? Nothing. College was a waste of time. like a waste of time. College is a waste of time. If you're considering going to university, don't. It's not worth it. It's an absolute scam, and I'll tell you why university is a scam. So this is what happens. I'm going to give you guys an extremely... Do you guys want me to tell you from not a speculative standpoint, but from a real mathematical standpoint and from a real valuable standpoint why university is a scam? Hang on, is Peter in here? Should I tell you guys why university is a scam? Hang on, I'll tell you guys why university is a scam in just a second. Let me swap up the tunes for us. We're vibing today. It's a good day. It's Saturday. It's 12 Eastern, and we need to show you guys exactly why it's a scam. Have any of you heard of the Sherman Antitrust Act? I'm going to post it right here. Sherman Antitrust. Hang on, I can't even type right now. Antitrust Act. Who here's heard of the Sherman Antitrust Act? I pinned it for you guys. Okay? Dang, the live's finishing in 1 minute, guys. We're going to reset it, and we're going to go for another 20 minutes, and I'm going to sauce it up at the end, and we're going to be good. Sherman Antitrust Act. This is the act against monopolies. But universities have a monopoly on what? Education. And the reason is why. The question is why. So we're going to break it down on the next live. This is going to hang up in about 5 seconds, and we're going to reset. And I'm going to tell you guys, whether it's for a sibling, whether it's, you're dealing with your parents, we're going to cover the Sherman Antitrust Act and why university is fundamentally a broken system that you should not be investing your money in. Perfect. Sherman Antitrust Act. We're going live in 2 seconds. Let's do it. And if anybody saved this live, we're going to reset it. Just send it to me.